to back. We've been just running with sun, and I love it because we're catching every bit, every minute, every second of daylight we could possibly get on these short days. They sure does make a difference, and normally we don't get that in November. So I think we're pretty fortunate to have what we got. And we even have a little bit of color. Check this out. This dude right here still hanging on to the leaves and to a little bit of color there at Smothers Park. So I like that. Some of these trees hanging tough, or leaves, I guess, are hanging tough on the trees. Most of them, though, went the way of the wind on Sunday, and wherever it was flowing, that's where they were going. The wind was flowing, the leaves were going, and now we've got very little left out there. But we've got ourselves, again, a good-looking day. It's not necessarily a great feeling day. We've got the temperature a little on the chilly side. We're going to warm up into the mid-50s. Can't complain about that. That's pretty close to the average for this time of the year. As we look at downtown Evansville, of course, that's from Fifth Third Bank, our Zemer Funeral Home camera. And out in the backyard on a tower, that's where we have our camera, our Heads Construction Tower cam. Looking out toward downtown Evansville, we've had a clear view of that all day. No visibility problems whatsoever. As we take a look at what's going on right now, at the airport's 48 degrees, and we've got a southeast wind at 13 miles an hour, so it's got a bit of a kick to it, but nothing too intense. We are going to be seeing, though, the wind start to kick it into an extra gear tomorrow, and it's going to be gusting better than 30 miles an hour. Of course, we're already, wind battered from Sunday, so we wind tested, I guess. As we take a look at temperatures right now, how low can we go? We can get as low as 45 degrees, it looks like, in French Lick, 46 Lagodi, 47 in Jasper, 48 degrees in Vincennes, 49 in Princeton, 50 degrees in Fordsville, 51, I don't think it can be done. We've got a 50 in Dixon, got a 50 in Marion, and it's 52 degrees in Madisonville, of course, as per usual, 2 degrees ahead of everyone else on the board. Wind speed-wise, we've got double digits in a lot of places. Look at this. Flora still clocking in with 17-mile-per-hour winds, 18 miles an hour in Vincennes right now. Double digits also to the northeast, Jasper 12. There's Owensboro still with that 17-mile-per-hour wind, and 12 in Calhoun, as well as Henderson checking in with a 12-mile-per-hour wind to go along with Evansville and our 13-mile-per-hour wind from the southwest. Now, the wind's going to shift a little bit more to the south, though, later on tonight. So we're going to have that southerly flow. High pressure, which is kind of locked in and nothing showing up on live first warning Doppler radar, is starting to drift more to the east. As it does, it's kicking up that southeast wind. And it's really going to be kicking in with that south wind as it drifts a little bit more to the east tomorrow. And we're going to be seeing it come in almost due south. And as we take a look at what's going on storm tracker wise, we've got the high pressure. So these clouds are moving in, but keep in mind high pressure is dry descending air. So it's kind of beating down these clouds just a little bit. So there's not a whole lot left, but a few broken clouds up along US 50 right now. And we'll see a few clouds kind of mixing in with the sunshine as we go through the afternoon. But as we head into evening, things are looking pretty good. I mean, where's the closest precipitation? It's in the form of snow, and it's coming off the lakes in upstate New York and also parts of Pennsylvania. So they're getting that. And really, you can travel to Chicago without any hitch, and really anywhere across the region without a problem other than the sun in your eyes. Future tracker is showing those few extra clouds kind of traipsing in from the northwest. And then we've got a clear sky tonight. And again, I mentioned this earlier, it bears repeating. Crescent moon is going to be out there along with Jupiter and Saturn. They're going to be there in the southwestern sky not long after the sun goes down. The sun is setting around 4:35. So about 5 o'clock, 4:45, that's when you can check out that crescent moon. Should be a beautiful sight out there. And then as we roll into tomorrow, just a few extra clouds in play for our Thursday, but a whole lot of wind in play too. So another dry day. Now check this out though. By Friday, especially Friday midday, we're talking about a lot of clouds. It's going to keep the temperature down just a little bit, but we're still going to be in the 60s for a high by then. The rain's going to hold off until well into the weekend. Here's my forecast for today. Mid-50s. I'm calling it 55 degrees here in Evansville. So a little on the chilly side. It certainly was a cold start. We started below freezing everywhere in the tri-state as far as the reporting locations. Southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. So after our hard freeze, we're thawing out nicely, and even more nicely tomorrow. 67 degrees for a high. That's as warm as it gets all week, but we're going to be pretty close over the next few days after that. 64 degrees on Friday. Again, a few extra clouds keeping the temperature down a touch. Mid-60s Saturday and Sunday. Obviously, Saturday, the better of the 2 days over the weekend with all that sunshine, and it's staying dry until Sunday. Looks like afternoon now is when we're going to see that rain settle in. It's going to be a pretty good rain, too. It's going to taper off those we head into Monday, but it's going to be back to where we should be or close to where we should be by then as we head into Thanksgiving week. 52 on Monday, 53 degrees for a high on Tuesday. And Angie, a slight chance of rain on Tuesday, but and we're not bad at all. We're not really seeing a whole lot of rain on the board. It's like we got a good dousing Saturday night into Sunday this past weekend. We'll get another dousing in the weekend, but it's going to be late in the weekend, so most of the weekend's looking pretty good. Hey, this is what, I mean, it's really tough to catch those crescent moons with your phone, but at the same time, Tim Smith did a pretty good job. It's right there, we got the crescent moon. And again, tonight, look for Jupiter and Saturn right up there in the sky with the crescent moon. Should be very pretty as the sun goes down, and it's going to look a lot like this. And Just look up
and
a little
look
bit
for
higher.
Eyewitness News reporter Mike Pickett. He'll be standing.
Mike will be right under the crescent moon. He likes to stand under crescent moons, and nothing
That's his
wrong
thing.
with that.
That's his thing.
So Mike will be right there in front of this tree.
Right
under
there,
that
just a
crescent
little
moon.
off to the side.
Our intrepid reporter, Mike Pickett, in Owensboro, yes.
We'll be back with more Lifestyles after this.